speaker, who again will give us a different perspective, but really an in-depth perspective because he comes from the administration. He understands the workings of the government and the bureaucracy. Mahesh Zagade is a retired IAS officer and the former principal secretary to the government of Maharashtra. He has been the Municipal Commissioner of Pune, Commissioner of FDA, Transport Commissioner, Collector, and District Magistrate of Nashik. His career spanned more than 4 decades. He's also been, he at one point of time was responsible for handling the management of the Kumbh Mela as part of his career, and he has also introduced the concept of right to information in Sindhudurg. Mahesh will be talking against the motion. Welcome, Mahesh.
Thank you, Geeta. And I'm going to speak against the motion on that. What I'm proposing is that we have learned lessons. And we have the COVID has reminded us something that we had forgotten. But after learning these lessons, whether we are going to act on this in a lecture, in any school or college, we learn. But whether we act upon it or not, that's a different perspective. My perspective is that we have learned a lesson, but then it will all depend on whether we act upon it or not. First lesson that we have learned globally, and let me speak it as a global phenomenon, because this is not a disease restricted to one community or one country or say for one economy. It has impacted the world economy. It has impacted the world human order. That's where from it is coming. If you see the progression of the happenings around the world, we are moving towards globalization, and that is always the buzzword during 70s, 80s, and 90s. And now globalization is taken as the phenomenon of the world. But during this time, the international institutions which are supposed to have been managing this globalized world are crumbling down. And one of such institutions is, of course, World Trade Organization, that is going down. But more importantly, WHO, and in fact, you can take and all these organizations which are crumbling down. They are crumbling down because the world leadership of the nations that really matter, they are backing out. They are not coming forward to strengthen these institutions, and therefore, what WHO is saying, nobody is listening to it. And WHO said they held the meeting on 30th of January 2020 that this is World Health Emergency. And on that day, all the world leaders should have come together and discussed and debated and come out with the world plan that how this menace could be stopped in its track. That failed. So my first one is that we learned a lesson that we do not have world leadership today to counter such challenges even in 21st century. Now, 21st century, we have progressed so much. This is the moment in the fourth industrial revolution, is the moment that occurred only once on this planet. That was 3.5 billion years ago when the life began on this planet. Today, in the fourth industrial revolution, we are talking about merger of physical and biological. That is the second important moment of the creation of life. And during this moment also, such a progression, such a kind of intellectual prowess of humanity, we have not learned anything, this thing. And what we have learned today, in spite of intelligence, we are not acting upon it. So this has reminded, COVID has reminded us, you are nothing. Your leadership has failed internationally. And if you see within the country, then there isn't a different perspective to it. It is all the same because world is moving in the same boat. Now, as Dr. Shashank has said that some countries like Vietnam, they have done well. Of course, it could be done. COVID has also taught us one very important lesson, that we do it wrongly. We do not think. We consider ourselves thinkers, but those like the sitting in the power or sitting in especially the bureaucratic leadership, sitting as bureaucratic leadership, they are no more thinkers. They are just like some tools working here and there, but there are no bureaucracy. Bureaucratic leadership has to be also thinker. Now, what is this thinking? Any pandemic, and especially the disease that has caused this pandemic, if it doesn't have the medicine, it doesn't have treatment, then it has to be prevented. And this is one such disease, COVID, that it has taught us a lesson that we have done it wrongly. What is wrong? Doctors come in the end. Like if the patients fall sick, then the doctors, then oxygen, then tocilizumab and remdesivir and everything, it comes the end. But this is such a simple disease that can be prevented, and it has to be prevented not by doctors. Doctors should not, this disease should not be taken to the doorstep of the doctors or hospitals, but it has to be prevented by the system, bureaucratic leadership, and bureaucracy. And I'm not saying just as a theoretical thing. I have experienced this, and I have done the prevention strategies in 2019-10 when I was municipal of Pune, and I tried to contain the spread of swine flu. Now, the COVID has taught us a lesson that I would not blame the political leadership, because they come every 5 years and go 5 years. That is the design, as per the design. And it's not just here, all over the world. But the bureaucratic leadership and bureaucracy is supposed to be trained, supposed to be visionary. But the COVID has taught us that this bureaucratic apparatus has failed the world, failed the country, failed the state miserably. Now we are talking about that Bombay is improving and all this, which is very good. But we, during the first phase, in fact, first phase also should not have come. Many countries, they contained the death in 2 digits or less than 2 digits in some of the countries. We could have done it, but we take solace in saying that, okay, now the things are coming down. No, we should be comparing ourselves with those countries. We have contained it, and contained it what? Simple thing, like your bureaucratic apparatus should work with killer's instinct to kill this virus, prevent this virus, not kill this virus. This is the lesson COVID has taught us, that our bureaucracy, our administrative system needs to be overhauled, needs to be made more accountable, and needs to be changed to take on these challenges. So this is the lesson that has taught us. So of course I can go on and on for this, but I think my time appears to have been.
You have one more
over.
minute. No, you have one more minute to go. So we'll let you continue for a minute.
COVID has also taught us that you are doing something like there is a bull, very ferocious bull, and we are catching it by 10. And he is like kicking and like all these things. But bureaucracy has forgotten to hold it by horn and stop it. Even now also, we do not know whether the second wave will be there, or whether we'll be moving to the third wave. And we are now trying to build infrastructure for second and third wave. No, we have to again first see that if second wave, third wave doesn't come, that has to be the first 90% efforts before that. And then of course, the infrastructure will be there. Now, I'll be ending with one thing. We failed in last 30, 40 years in building the infrastructure, government infrastructure. And that is also, I would attribute it to the failure of bureaucracy. And COVID has taught us that bureaucracy is thinking not in a right manner, because they are not giving the right solutions to the political leadership that what needs to be done. Today, if you see, everything is into private sector, but during such crisis, private sector has got its own limitations. And again, the public sector, municipal sector, they have to come in, they have to build COVID centers and all that. So this COVID has taught us that we need to have permanent infrastructure, at least in health sector. So this is what it is there. It's a vast topic, but I think I need to adhere to the time.
Strong words against the bureaucracy from a former bureaucrat. So that really shows that someone who knows the system is the only one who can talk about the system. But you've talked about a systemic failure at a global level. Now, we've had many crises in the past. COVID is not a new crisis, as Smriti said in one of the earlier talk. So what, our systems crumbling? Is everything crumbling? Bureaucracy being dismantled? Are we going to talk about a bit, is this going to create some kind of anarchy if that happens?
We are talking about, are you going to create? I am saying it is already set in. The necrosis of the systemic failure is already set in for a long time. Only thing is that we are not noticing it because we are too busy. We are too busy to notice it. But if you see and if you analyze and if you audit the what the system is delivering, it probably will come out with very serious results. And COVID is one such external manifestation of this crumbling bureaucracy. It is nothing missing. It is just an external manifestation. That's what I consider the right thing to analyze it.
Right. So what is the solution to the rot in the system?
Very simple. Make them accountable. Implement law as it is. And public should be aware that we are paying your salaries and 60% of taxpayers' money goes to the as a salaries or of this thing. But people all the time blame the politicians. Media blames the politicians. We need to change the perspective and start holding bureaucracy accountable. If you hold the bureaucracy accountable, political leadership easily becomes accountable. It is through them, because that is the constitutional scheme. That is also, and very good tools have been given by Supreme Court, and there are good laws. But see, then we also become, as a bureaucracy, part of the whole thing, and then like we also try to make best, or I would say the worst, kind of worst for the society and best for us. So make use of it. So society should wake up and make the system is there, law is there, everything is there. Nothing. Only society should now change the focus. And then last thing I would suggest that society has to wake up and say that these are the service providers. Bureaucracy is a service provider. Now we are holding them in such a high pedestal that they are givers and we are takers. This basic paradigm shift has to take place. I think things will start falling in place.
Thank you very much, Mahesh, for that in-depth perspective. And moving on to our next speaker,